Hello everyone, here again with another appointment with Moving To, and today we talk about moving to US. Today we have a guest, Alessia. She's Italian and she's living in Beverly Hills since 6 years. Hi Alessia, welcome and thank you for being here with us.
Hi, nice to meet you. It's a pleasure.
Well, so as we said, we are going to go through a little bit the procedure to moving to US based on the experience that Alessia has done. Of course, as usual, we are going to leave in the description of this video the official link to get the updates and the information also depending on the country where you are from. Things can change fast, things can change depending again from where you are from. So this is just based on Alessia's experience. Yeah. Okay, Alessia, let's try to go through the procedure and to find what are the most important steps to do to moving to US, Beverly Hills in your case. And first thing I believe is the permission to move there, so the visa. How does it work?
Okay, so to move to US, as you said, the visa is, is mandatory. So you cannot live in US permanently if you don't have a visa. I was doing a research before this call to understand how many visas there are, because every time I speak with some expat, I discover that there are different kind of visas. So officially there are 185 kind of visa.
Wow.
Yes, exactly. So, apparently the possibility to move here are really a lot. The problem is that getting the visa is not that easy. The easiest visa, let's say, are the student visa that they allow you to come here for studying in a university or doing an MBA, a master, or whatever. So you can get, let's say, quite easily this kind of visa. And of course, the touristic visa that allowed you to stay here for like 90 days. Yes. And while you are here, in the meantime, if you want, you can try to find a job. And then there are, the business visa, and these are, probably the wider range of visa, because you can be an investor, so come with your company in US, or you can come because you have a sponsor, an employer in US who wants to you to move and work here. So there are really, honestly, more than 100 possibility to move here for work, for study, or for travel. The problem is that you need a lawyer for sure to be here, because the fee is not so expensive. It's like $200–300, so not crazy expensive. But the problem is that there are so many documents requested to fill, and all the forms that you have to fill to apply for a visa are so complicated that for sure you will need a lawyer, and not just every kind of lawyer. There are the immigration lawyer who are really specialized in this kind of topic, because if you make a mistake, your visa is not. And the lawyers are really expensive. So you have to consider that it's not easy. Or there's a good news that probably not everyone knows. There's a lottery. So every year there's a lottery that you can apply. Is for free. And you can win this lottery and get a permanent residence. So you can get a green card and you can stay in US like a permanent citizen. So every year in between May and September, you can win your green card, and you can apply. There's an official government site. I personally know 3 of my friends who got the permanent. So
so we know that it's real.
Yeah, no, it's real.
It can happen. Okay.
I apply because I'm still here with my investor visa, and yeah, so I keep applying for the green card.
Okay. Yeah, okay, because the green card is basically what allows you to work.
Live in the US, you can be a citizen, so you're born here.
Yeah.
You can have a permanent residence, that is the green card. You can have a non-immigrant visa, that are the visa like mine, you know, or the student visa. So you are not a
Permanently.
citizen, permanent, yes, but just temporary. And so, you know, when you have the green card, the only things that you cannot do is you cannot vote. For the rest, you are like, you know, a
Any
normal
other American citizen.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
So that's why, and you can, you know, usually with the normal visa, the non-permanent visa, you need to keep your job, otherwise, you know, they kick you out from the United States.
Yeah.
Or you have to keep studying, or, you know, the reason why you applied should be maintained. When you have a green card, you can also change your job, or, you know, take a year, a leap year, and you are like an American citizen, so you can stay here.
Cool, that's interesting. And actually, you are telling me something that I didn't know, because I thought that the green card was something only for work. It was not the permanently resident registration, basically.
No,
okay.
no.
Okay.
To work is a different. So to work, if your visa is not a working visa, so it's not linked to your job. For example, I moved here because of my husband's visa. He was an investor, so he got the visa. When I came here, I cannot work because I was just the spouse.
Yeah, owner of the visa.
So I had to work, I have to apply for permit. It took about 6 months. It cost about $600. And yeah, but after...
At the end, you got it.
Yeah, you can work, yes. Then you can work like, you know, every other American here. But if you move with a visa that is not strictly linked to a job, you have to apply for a permanent job, for a work permit, sorry.
That's why there are so many. So the tip is check your situation online. I mean, have a look at the different visas. So you can actually apply for one or the other, which one is the right one, and get the help of a professional immigrant lawyer, because you probably will need to apply to the right one, but also for all the documents that you need to show.
You know, unless you are really motivated to do by yourself, but it's really a tricky process. So my advice is to really to ask for help. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And another, let's say, warm, hot topic when we talk about US is health insurance. It's definitely different than Europe. We were discussing it before offline. So how does it work to get health insurance, and how expensive is it?
The truth is that not all American have health insurance. Okay, let me tell you about the Obamacare that probably many of you have already heard about. Obamacare made it mandatory for all American citizens to have an insurance because a lot of American citizens didn't have it because it was too expensive. Because to have an insurance, you have to pay kind of $1,000 a month, you know, and not all the family can afford it, you know. More or less, you know, if you want the best insurance, you can pay even more or maybe less, but more or less this is the average. So not all American can afford it. So people, you know, decide not to have an insurance, and so when they need health care, they have to pay cash. They have to pay from the pocket. And the craziness is that hospitalization or medicine are crazy expensive, not even comparable to what we have, for example, in Europe. Let me tell you this, when I moved, probably because of all the stress, I have an herpes here on my lips. So I went to the doctor because you need prescription, because also it's not that easy. You cannot go to the counter and get it, you know, so you need prescription. So you have to pay a doctor who prescribe the medicine. And then because I had my insurance, I went, you know, to the pharmacy and I paid for it. And they say, oh, it's $70. And I say 17, because in Europe, at least in Italy, the that is the cream for the earplugs, it's about like 15 euro.
Yeah, more or less.
Is 70. And I say, wow. And so, you know, the pharmacy said, oh, but you are lucky because you have the insurance, because otherwise, without the insurance, the cost of Zovirax will be $638. You know,
unbelievable.
So this is just, you know, to give you an idea of, you know, the difference. So you need insurance, you know, in order to avoid, when you need medication, when you need hospitalization, pay $1,000 a month. Yeah. You know, but then when something happens, that's the problem.
Then you are in trouble. So
you are in trouble. So that's why Obama back then tried to
lower the price a bit.
Lower the price, asking to all Americans, you know, to pay for insurance in order to lower the price. But then Trump, you know,
the other way around.
Yes, exactly. So now it's not mandatory anymore. And so we are back to 10 years
to the old system. Well, let's see what happened now with Biden.
Let's see. Let's see.
Maybe we go back to the Obamacare, since
I don't know, you know, but Obamacare is still there, you know, but the main purpose, you know, to lower the price of insurance, to have all the American insured, is not on anymore.
It's not there anymore. Okay, understood. Okay, well, this is already like a lot, and it's really a lot to take in consideration the moment in which you move to US. So it's it's really, those things are really important and are like basic. Again, you made a very good example, because you can also say, I avoid to have the health insurance to don't pay this amount every month, but then if you need it, basically with 2 Zovirax, you pay 2 times the insurance itself. We are talking about money, so cost of life. Okay, you are in Beverly Hills, so probably that is like peculiar area.
The craziest place in the world, honestly, especially for renting or buying houses. So that's
But average, I don't know if I would say in California, I mean, what is your knowledge about cost of life, cost of the apartments, for example?
Okay, you know, California has a lot of apartments, but people in California, Angelinos, for example, love to live in their own single family home, you know, because we have a lot of space. We have earthquakes, so, you know, to live in taller building is not that fancy here.
No, it's dangerous.
So it depends, you know, and also like probably in every city is the same, but depends of in the neighborhood where you live. In the neighborhood where you live, you have different kind of prices. What is really relevant, for example, in LA, is the school system. So wherever you live, if the schools are good schools, the rent of the cost of the property raise and are sometimes crazy. If you live in you know, in a school district that are not so nice or so good, the rent goes down. So really, I can tell you that maybe you can find also a apartment to rent for about $1,000, you know, but probably are in an area where if you have a family, you think about to send your kids to the school in the same area. So sometimes, you know, maybe you can decide to pay a less rent and send the kids to private school, that could be, you know, an option.
Okay.
Or, you know, to spend maybe more money for your house, choose a better neighborhood and send the kids to the public school that maybe is a good school, you know. So really, honestly,
okay.
The average is it depends to different
but let's say that $1,000 probably is kind of the minimum that you can spend. So from $1,000 up, and of course it depends on your family situation. If you have a family, if you have kids that have to go to school, so you need to choose according to that is the best option. If you don't have a family, if you don't have kids yet or won't ever, then maybe it can be different because you can live a little bit more far, probably. Your priorities are different. So
you know, and also if you are by yourself or you are just a couple, you know, you can live also in a smaller. You don't need a single
super
family
big apartment.
Yes, $1,000 I would say that is, you know, the minimum acceptable rent also for let's say a European point of view, you know, because
our style,
our lifestyle. Honestly, when I moved here, I realized how much in common we have as people from Europe, and how different, you know, we are from Americans.
Okay, so let's move to the last, let's say, topic of today. What about social life? Is it easy to have friends, make friendship over there between expats or with locals? There are events up, anything that can help an expat moving there?
Okay, again, here there are two different situations, the family situation and the single couple situation. Okay, so if you move with your family, the easiest way is the school. You know, because through the school you can find, you know, through the PAs, the Parent Teacher Association, or, you know, be involved in a lot of volunteer activities. You can met all the people, and so your social life will be really busy.
Busy,
if you move here with a job, you know, usually the easiest way is, you know, through your colleagues. But if you move here, like let's say an entrepreneur, or just you are an actor, or, you know, really just someone who arrived by himself, all my friend says that LA in particular, but California people is really tricky because they are very welcoming. So they say, "Oh my God, I love your accent." And so they're really open. So you feel welcome when you
arrive.
Yes. And they say, "Oh, you should come to my house. We could have dinner. You should have dinner. We should go out." And then they disappear. You know,
okay, so you need to do the follow-up, let's say.
Yes, exactly. There's no follow-up, you know. So you're expected to say, "Oh, well, we should hang out together." You expect, you know, a follow-up. You can do gym here, you know. Everyone is obsessed by body and gym.
I figure.
It's a very good place, you know, to make new friends. Or, you know, there are so many activities, bar, restaurant, places where you can go, because LA, I'm talking about LA because it's where I live, you know, it's a vibrant city. So for every interest you have, you can find the best place to go. It's more or less like New York, but with a different style. So, you know, if you are a social person, you won't have any kind of problem. You know, if you are more shy and you are single, that could be more hard.
Okay, Alessia, thank you a lot for the tips. I guess that, I mean, we cover enough for this video, and of course I invite everyone that is on Instagram also to follow you while you show your life in Beverly Hills, LA Botti, and I'm gonna put the link in the description. If there are expats people that are, or expat wannabe that are moving or just moved in your neighborhood, why not reach you out? So
for sure, I would love to.
And I thank you again. It was a pleasure, and we talk soon. Bye.